Ever wondered what life is like in a country where every day feels like an uphill battle? Welcome to Bangladesh, where the hustle is real and the challenges are plenty. From the bustling streets of Dhaka to the farthest corners of the countryside, this is a nation that grapples with a unique blend of struggles. With a landmass covering over 150,000 square kilometers and a population of a whopping 170 million, Bangladesh is a land of extremes. Poverty, chaos, overpopulation, and backbreaking work define the daily grind here. Join us as we uncover the untold stories of survival and perseverance in the face of adversity in the dark side of Bangladesh. The air quality situation in Bangladesh, especially in Dhaka, is a real cause for concern. Since 2018, Bangladesh has consistently ranked among the worst countries globally for air pollution, sharing the spotlight with nations like Chad, Pakistan, Tajikistan, and India. Dhaka, in particular, faces significant challenges with its air quality. In 2021, the city's air pollution level averaged 78.1 micrograms per cubic meter, earning it the title of the 28th most polluted city in the world. Classified as unhealthy according to the Air Quality Index, Dhaka's air is filled with harmful PM 2.5 particles, posing risks to public health. Despite ongoing efforts to address the issue, progress has been slow. The 2021 World Air Quality Report by IQ Air paints a grim picture, showing that only 3% of cities worldwide meet the latest WHO guidelines for PM 2.5 annual air quality. Bangladesh, alongside India and Pakistan, far exceeds these guidelines, surpassing them by at least tenfold. With an average annual PM 2.5 concentration of 76.9 micrograms per cubic meter, Bangladesh faces a significant challenge in curbing air pollution. Dhaka, in particular, ranks as the second most polluted capital city globally, trailing only behind Delhi. These sobering statistics underscore the urgent need for action to improve air quality and protect the health of Bangladesh's citizens. In Bangladesh, the specter of cheap labor and sweatshops casts a long shadow over the nation's industrial landscape, presenting a stark reality fraught with complexities. Within these sweatshop walls, workers endure appalling conditions including low wages. Officially pegged at $92 per month, the reality for many is far bleaker, with reports of wages plunging to as low as under 20 cents per hour, barely enough to scrape by. Also, the relentless grind of the factory floor knows no bounds, with workers toiling away for exhausting stretches, often without the promise of overtime compensation. Yet, amidst these dire circumstances, Bangladesh's garment industry continues to grow, boasting a staggering $33 billion in overseas clothing sales by 2019. The garment sector stands as a beacon of profit, accounting for a whopping 84% of total exports. However, this economic boom fails to trickle down to the masses, leaving many Bangladeshis mired in poverty. For international retail giants like Primark, H&M, and Uniqlo, Bangladesh's sweatshops represent a lucrative source of cheap labor, fueling profit margins while workers languish in destitution. With 10% of Bangladeshi parliament members owning garment factories and 30% having familial ties to factory ownership, the government's vested interests are laid bare. The relentless pursuit of doubled output underscores the state's dependence on this exploitative sector, perpetuating a cycle of oppression. In 2013, the world recoiled in horror as an 8-story garment factory crumbled, claiming the lives of 1,134 workers and leaving over 2,500 injured. Despite pledges of compensation, the road to justice remains fraught with obstacles, with many affected families left grappling with bureaucratic red tape and empty promises. In the face of such adversity, global solidarity efforts have continued to rise in support of Bangladesh. European unions, alongside fierce Bangladeshi labor activists and solidarity groups, rally for safety agreements and stringent inspections. The International Accord for Health and Safety in the Textile and Garment Industry stands as a testament to collective action, striving to avert future catastrophes through steadfast vigilance. In Bangladesh's dark underbelly, the struggle for justice and dignity rages on, a testament to the resilience and unwavering spirit of those who refuse to be silenced in the face of exploitation. Prostitution is a complex problem in Bangladesh shaped by legal, social, and economic dimensions. Since 2000, prostitution has been legalized, albeit with discouragement. Registered prostitutes must declare their willingness to engage in the profession and their inability to secure alternative employment. However, legal provisions remain in place to combat child prostitution, forced sex work, solicitation, and unlicensed brothels. The social conditions surrounding Bangladeshi prostitutes are dire. They endure pervasive stigma and degradation, facing social ostracization. Poverty and limited opportunities often force women into the sex trade, creating a cycle of marginalization that is challenging to break. Child prostitution is a distressing reality in Bangladesh, driven by economic hardship, educational deficiencies, and vulnerability. The exploitation of minors underscores systemic failures, emphasizing the urgent need for protective measures and support systems. Female sex workers in Bangladesh face a myriad of abuses, encompassing physical, emotional, and economic realms. The societal stigma attached to prostitution exacerbates their vulnerability, subjecting them to exploitation and marginalization. Despite its legal status, prostitution remains at odds with the constitutional aims of Bangladesh. Vagrancy laws are sometimes leveraged against sex workers, leading to their detention in shelters. Periodic police crackdowns further compound the precarious existence of those in the trade. Bangladesh also contends with issues of human trafficking and sexual exploitation, necessitating comprehensive interventions. Addressing root causes, providing viable alternatives, and safeguarding vulnerable individuals are imperative to combat these pervasive threats. In Bangladesh, the landscape of literacy is undergoing a profound transformation, marked by significant strides and promising trends. Over the years, the nation has witnessed a remarkable surge in its overall adult literacy rate, signaling a burgeoning culture of education and enlightenment. From a modest 51.77% in 2011, the literacy rate has ascended to an impressive 74.91% in 2020, reflecting a steadfast commitment to fostering literacy across the populace. While celebrating these achievements, Bangladesh also grapples with gender disparities in literacy. The male literacy rate stands at 77.82%, slightly eclipsing the female literacy rate of 72%. Efforts to bridge this gap are underway, driven by initiatives aimed at promoting equitable access to education for all genders. These endeavors seek to empower women and girls, recognizing their pivotal role in shaping the nation's future. Bangladesh faces multifaceted challenges in its pursuit of literacy, including entrenched poverty, limited access to quality education, and cultural norms that hinder girls' education. However, the concerted efforts of the government and various organizations have yielded tangible results. Community-based programs, adult education centers, and awareness campaigns have emerged as catalysts for positive change, nurturing a culture of lifelong learning and empowerment. The significance of literacy extends far beyond individual development. It serves as a cornerstone for economic growth, social progress, and sustainable development. Literate individuals are empowered to access information, engage in civic life, and make informed decisions that shape the trajectory of their communities. Elevating literacy rates is thus pivotal in fostering inclusive growth and addressing the pervasive challenges of poverty and inequality. Despite the remarkable progress, Bangladesh continues to grapple with pockets of low literacy, particularly in rural areas. Ensuring equitable access to quality education, addressing gender disparities, and promoting lifelong learning remain imperative tasks on the nation's agenda. Homelessness in Bangladesh is a big problem that affects a lot of people. Let's take a closer look at what's going on. Bangladesh is really crowded, with over 160 million people living there. Dhaka, the main city, is especially packed, with 21 million folks calling it home. Sadly, about 1 out of every 4 people in Bangladesh lives in poverty, and many don't have a proper place to live. Around 5 million people don't have good housing, and a whopping 124 million live in mud houses in slums. That's a lot of people struggling to find a safe and secure place to live. The reasons why people end up homeless in Bangladesh are pretty tough. Things like not having enough money, not getting a good education, being sick, or having a disability can all lead to homelessness. Women who are abandoned by their partners and can't support themselves often face violence and other dangers. It's really sad to know that around 83% of homeless women have been hurt or abused. But it's not all bad news. Bangladesh has been working hard to help homeless people and reduce poverty. Over the years, the number of people living in poverty has gone down by a lot, with more than 25 million folks lifted out of poverty. Projects like the Ashrayan Project 2, led by the Bangladesh Awami League, aim to give homeless families a chance to stand on their own feet. They've already helped almost 300,000 families find homes and hope. Even in rural areas like Chittagong, Barisal, and Sylhet, things are getting better. People are finding more opportunities and ways to support themselves, especially during tough times like cyclones and floods. Organizations like Habitat for Humanity are also doing their part to make a difference. They're building affordable houses, providing clean water and toilets, and helping communities prepare for disasters. Their work in places like Dhaka is making life better for people living in slums, giving them a chance for a brighter future. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.